Picture this: a bustling field hospital, somewhere chaotic, dusty, and loud. The air smells like antiseptic, sweat, and fear. This is where Sarah, a combat nurse, thrives. She's not your typical nurse. Standing at 5'4", you might underestimate her, but her eyes hold a steeliness that could stop a tank. She's seen more in her 2 tours than most people see in a lifetime. Her hands, though gentle with the wounded, are calloused and strong. She can set a bone, start an IV in a moving vehicle, and stitch up a wound with the precision of a master tailor, all while mortar are going off in the distance. One sweltering afternoon, the medevac choppers just kept coming. The hospital was overflowing. Sarah was on hour 18 of a 24-hour shift, running on fumes and sheer willpower. Every bed was full, every corner of the tent occupied by a groaning soldier. The supply tent was running dangerously low on plasma and painkillers. The tension was thick enough to cut with a scalpel. Amidst this controlled chaos, a new patient was brought in, not a soldier, but a high-ranking civilian contractor named Mr. Henderson. He had a minor shrapnel wound to his arm, something Sarah could patch up in her sleep. Henderson was loud, arrogant, and demanded immediate attention. He shoved past a medic trying to stabilize a soldier with a severe chest wound. "I'm a priority," he bellowed, waving his uninjured arm. "Do you know who I am?" Sarah, who was busy applying a tourniquet to a young private, bleeding out, didn't even look up. "Sir, everyone here is a priority. Please wait your turn," she said, her voice calm but firm. This just infuriated Henderson more. He saw her as just a nurse, someone to boss around. He stormed over to her, getting right in her personal space. "Listen here, little lady. I need morphine, and I need it now. My company pays your salary." That's when he made his critical mistake. He grabbed her arm, trying to pull her away from her patient. In that split second, the entire tent seemed to go silent. Every medic, every conscious soldier turned to watch. Sarah slowly finished tightening the tourniquet, her movements deliberate. Then she turned her head and looked directly at Henderson. The friendly, tired nurse was gone. In her place was something else entirely. "Take your hand off me." Now, she said, each word a piece of ice. Henderson, blinded by his own importance, just scoffed, "Or what you'll give me a stern talking to." What happened next was a blur of motion. It wasn't a fight. It was a lesson. Sarah used his own momentum against him. A quick twist of his wrist, a precise jab to a pressure point in his neck, and Henderson found himself face down on the dusty floor, his injured arm pinned behind his back. He was completely immobilized, gasping for air. Sarah leaned down, her voice a low whisper that only he could hear. "In here, we don't care who you are or how much money you have. We care about who's dying fastest. That young man you pushed aside has a punctured lung. He's my priority. You," she said, applying just enough pressure to make him wince, "have a scratch. Now you have a choice. You can lie here until I'm done saving lives, or you can get up Go to that corner and wait quietly. What's it going to be? Henderson, humbled and terrified, could only manage a choked whisper. I'll wait. Sarah released him and stood up, smoothing her scrubs. Without another glance at him, she turned back to the young private, her hands once again becoming the gentle, life-saving tools they were meant to be. The other medics went back to work, but with a new spring in their step. A quiet cheer even went up from a few of the conscious soldiers. That day, a very important lesson was learned by everyone in that tent. In the theatre of war, there are many dangers, but one of the gravest is underestimating and cornering a combat nurse. They are the guardians at the gates of life and death, and they will do whatever it takes to protect their patients. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.